Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Damron. We're playing Crash Bandicoot the N'Sane Trilogy, which brought us Crash 1, 2, and 3 in one game. We're on the final mission, the Stormy Ascent, which was left out of the original edition. It was thought to be too hard. It's essentially a variant version of Slippery Climb. Now, this is by far the most challenging mission in Crash 1 and probably one of the most challenging missions in the N'Sane Trilogy. The platinum time for this mission is 3 minutes and 10 seconds. Keep in mind you can get the gold version at 4 minutes and 30 seconds, which is significantly easier. And this also isn't required for the Practice Makes Perfect or the Ultimate Gem Path achievements. They have their own achievements in this mission, the Crown Jewel to collect all the boxes, and an Ancient Antiquity, which is to get a gold or platinum relic. But you do need to get both of those in order to get the achievement, the Intrepid Crash Bandicoot, which is required to collect all Crash Bandicoot achievements in Crash 1. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and show a platinum relic run, and then I'm going to break it down and hopefully help you get through this challenging mission in Crash Bandicoot 1. All right, so there you have it. We're clocking in at 2 minutes, 46.54 seconds, which honestly gives us a, almost 25-second buffer, which is a huge buffer, but this mission is super, super hard. It's going to require a lot of practice and a lot of repetition. So let's break this down. I'm going to give you some things that hopefully help you out. You can see I wait just a little bit to go ahead and grab the clock. I essentially wait until the stairwell goes down. That way, when I start making my movements, the stairs are already up, and I don't have to wait for them, and I can just kind of blast through this initial section and hop on this platform in under 6 seconds. From this, we're going to jump to the first step and then the third step, and from the third step we can jump across that gap. That's going to allow you to get across that gap quickly. Do it that way. All right, that way you can continue your momentum into these jumps here, and you can see we're making really good time. Right here, we're going to wait just a second. Right here, the reason I just kind of pause ever so slightly right there, it's hard to notice, but you want to make sure that you make this jump. If you go go too fast, this platform will not spawn and you'll have to wait for that elevator platform to make its way all the way back down and all the way back up. So I paused just ever so slightly before I hop on that platform. All right, so now we're just gonna quickly hop up these stairs here before they become that slanted incline, hop on another platform that's gonna take us up. You should be in the time where you're gonna jump on this scientist's head and use that jump to pop yourself onto this platform here. And then moving up, sometimes you can get onto that platform right there, but it's not a big deal if you don't make it, because we're gonna jump on this 2-second box back here and then up to this platform, and generally you're gonna have to wait a little bit before this platform makes its way down for you to be able to get on. So it's not too big deal if you kind of don't make that. So right here, I just kind of jump over this bird. I don't really waste my time trying to jump on him. It wastes a little bit of time. We're gonna get up here and grab this 2-second box in this alcove and then go ahead and hop onto this very quickly moving platform here, and we're gonna jump to this, and you've got to a lot of familiarity with these kind of jumps right here at this point. So cross over that, grab that 3-second box, and then we're gonna jump onto this bird here and use that to jump over here, do a big jump, press A when you hit that bird, and then we're gonna jump to the second stairwell and then to the top, spin into this guy so he doesn't take any health away, and just wait briefly right here because there's no rush. We need to wait for these stairs to appear, and then we need to wait to be able to jump onto this platform here. Once you get right above, you can kind of see that angled window. That's your point to start running and jumping off, and you should make it to these platforms that you can run across pretty quickly. We're gonna wait till the scientist throws his poison there, and then we're gonna jump on the next platform in order to get across, spin into him, and make our way to these platforms where we're gonna jump onto this one, immediately jump down, and then across the gap and onto a small jump to this one and across. It looks tricky, but you can do it. It's not really that challenging once you kind of figure out the pattern. Then we're gonna use a double jump on these birds here. At this point, you need to maintain your pace. You need to run as fast as possible and just keep moving. We're going to keep moving into these sections to where we can get our Aku Aku mask. So you should have a double Aku Aku mask at this point, which is very, very nice to have. Make your way across these moving platforms. There's going to be another scientist right here. You should be able to immediately jump to this platform, and we're actually going to fall down, and as soon as you clear that spike on the right, kind of hold to the right, and sometimes you can actually make it down here without taking any damage at all, which is the ideal scenario. Ideally, you can get here and still have double Aku Aku mask, but you see I'm just kind of making my way down these stairs and jumping over those spiky kind of death points that are sticking out of the wall. Immediately run over here. We're going to jump to these platforms. This is kind of a tricky section, actually. If you don't think you're going to make it, it's better to wait for it to reset. If you're coming down those stairwells and it's not perfect, then just go ahead and wait for everything to reset before you go across. You want to not die there, right? You're a minute and a half in. You don't want to waste it right there. We got plenty of time to spare. So from that, we're just moving forward. We're going to jump down here so we don't run into that spike, and then jump back on the platform that we were on and spin into the scientist and hop onto this elevator style platform right here. So if you get to this point at about 2 minutes and 10 seconds or under, okay, you're good to go. You want to aim to get to this point in under 2 minutes and 10 seconds. If you can do that, you're solid. We're going to jump up here, and then we're going to jump left to these moving platforms. Up here, there's 5 seconds that we definitely want to grab, and then we're going to fall. From here, everything's pretty quick. You don't have a lot of time in between these jumps for the platforms before they go away. So go ahead and hop up to this elevator, and then we're going to jump to the second stair here, jump across to the second, to the top, and up across. That's a pretty quick jump right there. You want to get through that section pretty fast. Right here, as soon as you're landing on these platforms, you're jumping to the next one, okay? It's land, jump. These spikes that are in the way can hurt you, so you want to kind of jump from the middle of these platforms and get maximum height as you're going over so you don't run into those spikes. Same here. You can see it right here. I want to make sure that that platform's high enough that I'm not going to run into that spike when I'm going to jump over it. Okay, so we're going to do that. Ride this elevator here, jump up to the second stair, immediately jump across, and quickly jump up to this platform here before it becomes a slanted incline. Up here, we're going to grab this 1 second box in this alcove, and then we're going to make our way. Watch out for this scientist throwing this poison, so he's going to throw it, and then we're going to jump on these alternating platforms. You should be able to just move your way across this pretty quickly. and spin into him to get rid of that. And then we're going to jump on this platform, jump to the bird, and spin on the guy that is sweeping his hands right here. So go ahead and spin and take him out. Right here, hold up a second. We want to wait for the bird to be moving away from us before we jump. That way when we jump to him, the platform is coming towards us, and it makes landing on that platform much easier, and it's going to have the timing right for this section. You should be able to run full speed, immediately jump, and jump to the second platform, and then to the third platform. And we're coming to this rotating platform section where we're just going to wait and grab this platform here, and we're going to stay on this. Don't worry about any other ones. And when you get to the maximum height on the left side, you can run and do a big jump, and you can make it all the way across. We're going to jump on this bird right here to where he's about in the middle. You want to do a big jump right here to the other bird, and a big jump off this bird. This is a very tight jump right there. You saw I barely made it. Okay, and we're going to spin into our last 3 seconds of boxes on the finale path, land in the portal, and we're going to get that platinum relic with 2 minutes 46.54 seconds. So it is a super challenging level. There's no beating around the bush, but hopefully that breakdown is going to help you. You can see things at a slower pace, exactly how I kind of went about them. So now let's go into our gym, or our gym run, or our box run. In this mission, there's 56 boxes, 4 of which are right in the beginning. As I mentioned in the previous videos, I highly recommend you go for your platinum runs or your relic runs first, because it's going to make you very, very familiar with the levels, and it's also going to, give you these double Aku masks when you start the mission. The game keeps track of how many times you died on a mission, and based on the amount of times you died, it's going to give you those Aku masks to start. So if you go for the relic run on this mission, you're going to die a lot, and you're going to have those double Aku masks. So basically every mask we picked up is going to give us invincibility, and it's going to make these runs a lot easier. I've mentioned that in all the videos, so clearly I can't stress that enough. So be sure you're doing that. So in our box run, this isn't a special gym, so you can die. I think I died several times actually in this run. It's no worries. So you can die. We just need to make sure we get through the level and collect all 56 boxes. There's one bonus level as well that we're going to go into. So we're just making our way. So up here, we're going to get this checkpoint. We're going to move across that really fast platform. The main thing you don't want to miss is these boxes that are just sitting in these alcoves. It's really easy to just run past those alcoves and be like, oh crap, I forgot about that one. But essentially a lot of our speed running tactics for our relic runs are honestly the best way to get through a lot of these sections. So we're going to utilize those same techniques as we're kind of moving forward. So right here, we're just waiting on the opportunity to go through and take out that scientist. We're going to collect our next token here. I believe I died there. Yeah, so we're going to spawn back at that checkpoint that we just got. You don't have to recollect the token again. It's automatic. And then we're going to move across here. So you should have 2 of those tokens at this point, and we're going to do a jump across these birds here, going into this section where we can just move pretty quickly, pretty much using the same tactics we use for our relic run to kind of get through this section. So we'll go across these alternating platforms, and then we're going to jump here and fall down. Now if you're having trouble with that, you can kill that scientist and do the normal route. That's another box right there that's really easy to miss in that alcove, so be sure you grab that. And then we're going to make our way down here, grab another extra life and another box right here. This is what I was saying, if you have trouble getting to this point quickly on your speed run, it's better to just wait there for it to totally reset so you don't mess up. That was what I was kind of mentioning. So right here is our bonus level. As I've mentioned in the previous videos, you can try these bonus levels as many times as you want, as long as you don't exit through the exit portal. If you miss a box, just jump off and die. And this is actually a pretty challenging one. We're going to hit this TNT box, and right at the last second before it explodes, we need to jump over here so we can land on the steel box that spawns. And then we're going to be able to hit those 2 boxes and the exclamation box. There's another TNT box we're going to hit right there. We want to use that jump box to take out as many of those boxes up there as possible. And then we're going to make this TNT box blow up to 2 boxes below it, as well as the exclamation mark. And it's going to also allow us to stand on this steel box and jump up to these TNT boxes, jump to that extra life, and across to this steel platform where there's another extra life and another TNT box that has another box above it. So I'm waiting for that to explode, and you can see we're at 22 of 22. So after that bonus level, you should be at 44 of 56 boxes, okay? So after you finish that, this is what it should look like, 44 of 56. And then we're gonna make our way across here. This is another part that I ended up dying on, so we'll just reload that checkpoint. And then we're gonna make our way across here. Again, we're just waiting for the guy to leave us an opening on the platforms, and we're making our way. We're getting very close to finishing this game, and then we're making our way up here. We're gonna jump to the left. There's 2 boxes up here, same place that 5-second relic time boxes were that were pretty critical. And then up here we're gonna jump across same way we did with the speed run. I think, obviously you kind of have to speed run this section the way these platforms move so quickly, but just take your time, get up there, and if you die, don't worry about it. It's okay. Just keep trying and trying until you make it. Don't give up on this box run. Luckily, it's not a special gem. So here we go. We're jumping up to the top. Here's another checkpoint right here. I believe I died on as well. So we're gonna go ahead and respawn right there and move us across here to the scientist. I think that's the guy that actually killed me. And then we're gonna use our platform here to get across. Again, spin on that guy swinging his arm. When this bird is moving away, that's when we want to jump so that we can land on this platform really easily and also have the timing for these jumps to be perfect. Right here, same thing as the speed run, just jump on this one platform and make sure it's all the way to the top and to the left, and use that to jump into our final 3 moving birds. Again, that big jump to get to the last portion is pretty critical. And then we've got our final few boxes that we can grab right here, and that's going to give us 56 total boxes. The clear gem is going to spawn right in front of the portal, so hop in that, and thankfully you have finished everything. As long as you've been following my guide, you should have the Intrepid Crash Bandicoot achievement. You should get the Crown Jewel and Ancient Antiquity, Ultimate Gem Path, Practice Makes Perfect. All of that should be off the board. I really hope you found this enjoyable and helpful, enjoyed the relic breakdowns, and hopefully I'll see you in Crash Bandicoot 2.